back to another episode of When It Rains, It Pours. I'm Keith Ray.
I'm Cleandrius Hitler.
Cleandrius? First, okay. Well, before we unpack what the fuck kind of first name that is, your last name is Hitler now?
My mom's black and my dad's Austrian.
No, they're not.
Well, according to who?
Well, according to me, somebody who knows both of your parents.
Well, today, that's how I feel.
Oh. So you feel like you're a black Austrian.
Yeah, I'm also a champion bodybuilder. Arnold Schwarzenegger is my hero.
Yeah, but why couldn't you have been Cleandrius? No. First off, why Cleandrius? That's a horrible name.
Okay, Deontay. I was trying to be a little more creative with my name. I mean,
okay, but
black
so
folk
why not?
like to be creative with their names.
Well, why not Schwarzenegger instead of Hitler?
Arnold's biggest fan. I'm not a relative.
Oh my God.
I don't know any other Austrian names besides those two.
Well,
I don't do homework.
So there's only two. The only two Austrian names you know are Hitler and Schwarzenegger.
Why don't you name another Austrian?
Just Schwartz would probably be. There's plenty of Austrian people with that last name.
I love the Jews, but I'm not one.
It's even we know you're not any of these things, John. That's the whole point.
You're really messing with my vibes right now.
Do I have you triggered?
I don't know if this is a safe place. Okay, let's start over.
This is your home.
I'm Mario Lopez. How about that? I just feel like being handsome today.
Well, you don't have to change who you are as a person to be handsome.
Yeah. No, I have to change who I am because of you and your oppression, you white male motherfucker.
So I came into your home and made it an unsafe place. I made it an unsafe space.
I didn't say it.
With my antiquated ideas about identity and
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh. There we go. Now I think we're a lot more professional now. There we go. So, yeah, welcome back.
If you were part of my science team, you would have done better with that.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm Mario Lopez now. I'm a weird... Is he Scientologist?
I don't think so. I think
now I'm Tom Cruise. I'm Tom Cruise. I'm in Scientology is very serious about vaccinating. So if you're a Scientologist, I got the gold medal. I'm top of the class. Get vaccinated.
Yeah. In fact, I've got my appointment. I'm going to be getting vaccinated here in just under 48 hours.
I really liked Cleandrius too.
Cleandrius, I mean, I understand that you were trying to do that thing that some black parents do where they just kind of invent a ridiculous yet regal sounding name for their child. But this is your own identity. So you could probably, why not?
Yeah. Banksy sells a piece of art for $1 million. After it's sold, it gets halfway shredded. Then the halfway shredded piece is sold for $23 million as art. But you don't think some of these names are artistic? Like, dude, they're fucking creative.
There is kind of an art to making up a new name.
And I don't think I ever heard of an actual person named Cleandrius. So I think I'm pretty down. Don't steal my name. If I had my next rescue dog will be named Cleandrius. Okay. In your face.
So sometimes your identity is just kind of a placeholder in your mind for what you're going to name future dogs.
Only when I'm gaslit by you, you fucking white male chauvinist, racist Nazi.
I'm none of those things except for white and male, okay? Although I did have to tell them that I am a man.
It's opposite day.
I did have to tell them that I was a man, even though I had already told them my name was Keith when I signed up for my vaccination appointment. They were like, how should we address you? Man, woman, or non-binary? I like how they kind of broke that down into 3 and didn't expect me to change my name. Like, just Billy Bob Johnson.
Well, I would prefer them to...
Do you identify as a
ask your name? Like, it used to be you couldn't ask any of those questions. Like, you had to leave that shit fucking ambiguous. And that was a politically correct thing now.
Yeah.
But now, they're like, add more things to the questionnaire. We want to check so many boxes today. Don't streamline this and make it easy.
Yeah. But I'm just
like it used to be, well, we're all just people, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just ask our name and that's good enough.
Yeah.
Now it's like, nah, I got a lot of shit to tag on this. I got some hashtags to do.
Yeah, they essentially by I don't know, being sensitive in a way, they're kind of losing the sensitivity that goes along with respecting people as individuals.
Oh no, it went from everybody's should be equal to let's all walk around like fucking human billboards. Like we're fucking part of a fucking European soccer team with fucking Emirates or fucking Chevy on our chest instead of the actual name of the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
By the way, I've now changed. I'm a anonymous time traveling podcaster from 2013, 2014.
Oh, so you're like
back when we used to say all the words.
Yeah, podcasts used to be pretty X-rated language-wise. Like there was pretty much nothing off limits because it was a show that you were producing yourself and giving directly to the people, usually for free. You didn't have corporate interests telling you what you can and can't say. You didn't have sponsorship. You didn't have and sure, some podcasts very early on started getting sponsorships and things like that, but only under the condition that they do not try and change the content or have any kind of creative control. But we've pretty much given over the creative control, at least as far as what language is too far to use or unacceptable to use to just random people who participate in internet life, which, as I've said probably 100 times on this podcast, I mean, the world is a pretty terrible place to live.
The world is a vampire.
The world is a vampire? Yeah, kind of. Definitely sucks the life right out of you. The world's a pretty terrible place to live, but the internet is a god-awful place to live. And I feel like a lot of people they live on the internet, Mm-hmm. That's where they are vocal.
I know a few.
Yeah. Yeah, we do know a few. We were talking about that earlier.
No, it's the interesting thing, though, is like when you're talking about the early days of podcasting, too, it's like we did kind of mess up and gloss over, like, a big death in the industry.
Did somebody die that was a podcaster?
Yeah, probably over a month ago now. We just didn't ever mention it, but I do want to say rest in peace to Norm Macdonald. Who can forget all the shit he did on the Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel, and he fucking grew up as a boxer and a carpenter, and then went on to do Love. What was it called?
Love Line
Love
with
Line
Dr.
with
Drew.
Dr. Drew.
That's not.
And, then became a big radio host. And then when he got fired from radio, he was a big blueprint for starting a good podcast.
That's Adam Carolla. Norm Macdonald is a different person.
Well, that's what he identified as when he was doing it.
No. Adam Carolla is a completely different curly-headed fuck. Big, tall, lanky, curly hair, white guy. They're different, but they're different human beings.
They're both Canadian, though, right?
Are they both Canadian? I wouldn't know. I know Adam Carolla sounds like an Italian name. Were there a lot of Italian people that immigrated to Canada? That I wouldn't know about.
No.
We don't hear about any great mafia stories from mafia movies that take place in Canada.
Adam Carolla is from L.A.
Oh, okay. So
Norm Macdonald's from Canada.
Yeah. No, I know because I know who Norm Macdonald is.
Yeah, I was making a joke.
Oh, okay.
But I actually watched Norm Macdonald on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah?
You don't know about,
Only reruns.
Yeah.
Clip shows and stuff like that.
His last special was called Hitler's Dog.
That's true.
And I got 3 dogs. My name's Deontay Hitler.
It would be funny, though, to find out that, Hitler had an illegitimate family that was, black or a different race than...
Every Hitler isn't related to every Hitler.
I'm pretty sure they're
related to every Ray.
No, I don't think we're related to every Ray. We weren't related to Ray Charles because that's his first name. But if you have the same last name as somebody, chances are somewhere down the line there is a relation there. But it doesn't take much for us to be unrelated. You know what I mean? Because really, you only got to get 4 or 5 steps apart.
Dude, what kind of jewelry are you got on right now? David Lee Roth?
I've got some bracelets.
I've
got
dangly shit hanging off your wrist like you're fucking...
Yeah. I've got some bracelets.
Steven Tyler or something.
I've got some bracelets. I've got 3
with
bracelets
the headband,
on.
too?
Well, the headband, that's part of my whole new thing where...
A big blue sapphire earring?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I always rocked. Is the...
You look like a mixture between Andrew Dice Clay and fucking Steven Tyler right now.
God damn it. I was going for more of that magician guy.
Amazing Jonathan?
Yeah, there you go. Amazing.
That's a fucking crazy fucking guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta watch that Steve Byrne. He made a movie about him.
Yeah, dude. That guy used to do a lot of crack and cocaine, so.
Yeah, and that's what you're striving to look like?
Look, the only reason I got into show business was so I could get that Artie Lang nose job. You know what I'm saying,
Missing Jonathan was big.
I'm in it for the drugs.
And the I was like, dude, this dude looks like trash.
Yeah, dude. That's what I like about how he looks, is he looks like just a big pile of shit.
Yeah.
In no era was that a good look.
He's like the dude if
he's got Will Smith's suit on from early Fresh Prince days, and then a headband.
Crack, sitting in the alley behind a bar or something, and passes out, and I walk behind him, and I look for a piece of wood to beat him with, and you look at him, and you're like, that's some style right there.
Yeah, dude, I like people whose look is don't give a fuck, because I don't, but I like to dress myself. You have to wear clothes, so you try and find something that's comfortable and reflects who you are as a person. And I think coked out scumbag magician,
he was kind of funny though.
Oh, dude, he was very funny.
Sidebar, I've never beaten to death any homeless people.
No, but you did get an erection that time you saw American Psycho and he stabs the homeless guy, and you were in the theater watching full wood.
No, I didn't see that in the theater.
Oh, you didn't? It's
a good movie, though.
When that scene when he...
Dude, that's crazy, dude. She was fucking had a hardcore fucking career, huh?
Who?
Chloe Sevigny. Or Sevigny, or whatever her fucking name is.
Who does she play in that movie?
The fucking prostitute.
Oh.
The blonde one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about her personal life.
I'm not talking about her personal life. I'm talking about her fucking movie life.
Oh.
Fucking started out in Kids with Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
Gets AIDS from Tully.
Yeah.
Then gets raped in the final scene by Casper, thus giving him AIDS.
Yes, I'm familiar with the film Kids. Go on, John. Go on.
Then does that movie where she's Christian Bale fucking torturing her life. Then did that Brown Bunny movie with that weird director. Fuck, what's his name? I think it's the dude that did like Memento.
I don't think I've seen Brown Bunny.
No, she fucking gives him actual oral sex on camera.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Because, like, I understand.
It's impressive that they got it only rated R with that shit, but that's fucked up.
Yeah. You shouldn't really have to blow somebody to make.
She blew the dude on the movie.
I don't know if you should have to necessarily blow somebody
was in Big Love
in a movie.
One of Bill Paxton's fucking wives.
Yeah, and that's the polygamist show,
Like, dude,
right?
can she get a role as a fucking Marvel superhero to fucking build up her self-esteem?
You know,
Jesus Christ.
she's a superhero to me. Like, somebody who's like,
She's
I want to be the chick that gets dicked
artist,
down
dude.
in every movie. Like, that's the kind of art I like and I want to bring to the... You know, after a certain point...
She's like a black woman with a baby name book that's like, fuck that shit.
Fuck that. Yeah, she brings her own thing to the table. Exactly.
Yeah. We're doing our own shit over here. And it's fucking dark.
Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't just fake the head. Faking oral sex...
That dude was fucking weird.
Faking oral sex is so much easier in a movie. It's easier to fake oral than it is to fake vaginal sex. Because, like, you see in... like that one really bad movie. They made a movie about how bad that movie was, you know? The Artist or whatever. With James Franco. But they're talking about that...
Another dude that's known as a creep.
But they're talking about that, like, really... like, bad movie that everybody goes to see and they all throw shit at the screen and whatnot. But he, like, tries to have a sex scene, but it looks like he's fucking this chick in the belly button, you know? Like, simulated vaginal sex to look good on a camera, to look good and passionate, and like two people are actually making love.
Vincent Gallo.
That's the
director.
You know, you can get poorly angled shots and it'll look all like they're faking it. But with head, it's just like Goldie Hawn pretends to blow somebody at the beginning of that movie where she's in the army. What was that called? What's the Goldie Hawn movie where she's in the army? You don't know the name of this movie?
No.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, it's like a comedy about some chick with bad self-esteem and the army helps her with her self-esteem or whatever. She kind of had no direction or anything like that. But she's like blowing this dude in like the first scene of the movie. But she didn't have to really blow him. It wasn't overboard. She's not in the army.
Kurt Russell, bro.
Now that's somebody. That's your husband. Why not really blow him?
They weren't married.
I'll tell you why. Because
they weren't married yet and overboard.
You got a whole cast and crew standing around.
I don't think they ever even got married, actually.
It's not very intimate to have like 25 cast and crew members standing around watching you blow your husband, even if they were married. So you see what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't they just fake that?
If you want to blow somebody on camera and be a fucking porn star, they shouldn't have to do that in an actual movie.
Exactly.
I don't like that shit You don't have to overdo that shit in a real movie. Like, it turns me on.
On or off?
off to the movie.
Yeah, because you're like, why is this actress having to blow this guy? Like, we could,
No,
all
you
they'd have to
can
do is
make-
have her head bob 3 times and we'd go, oh, she's blowing the other character. You know?
You can make it look good and like get the point across without actually. I mean, this Vincent Gallo dude was just a weirdo,
Oh, okay.
and Chloe was a fucking.
But she's a G. She's like anything for the fucking picture, you know? And if we also, there was a time where people were a little less desensitized, I would say. And, you know, if we all heard, hey, there's a movie where the lead actress actually blows this guy, I mean, all the talk shows are going to want to have her on and be like, so, did you really blow that guy? You know? Lots of publicity could come from it. So I could see that angle if you thought the film wasn't good enough to be a hit on its own merit.
She's been in 83 things
Damn.
as an actress, directed 3, wrote 3, produced 2. So I don't know.
I mean, she's a
She's
veteran
doing
in
pretty
the
good in entertainment.
Yeah.
Like maybe you ought
Start sucking dick.
to add a scene to Roseanne where you suck a dick. You might make it.
Dude, if that's what it takes for Roseanne to be a hit,
Or
I'd rather it flop.
actually, you don't even have to suck a dick. You just have to fuck somebody with AIDS and get AIDS, and then get raped and give AIDS to the other person, because that's her first movie.
Oh, man.
That's how she started.
So I've got to hire 2 actors.
All you got to do is get AIDS. Magic Johnson's had AIDS since '91, dude.
I'm not afraid of AIDS,
30
okay, John?
years he's had
I'd rather
AIDS.
have AIDS than a baby.
There you go.
You
Snip,
know?
snip. Get that AIDS.
No, I'm not getting AIDS. I'm not adding a weird AIDS plot line to my show. The show's in the can.
By the way,
we're not
my name's
fucking,
not John. It's fucking Mario Lopez. Okay. This is all of this is coming from anonymous.
You're starting to make me-
podcaster from 2014, Mario Lopez.
He wasn't anonymous back in 2014.
How do you know if he was anonymous? If he was anonymous, you would never know.
No, I'm saying Mario Lopez has been famous since like the early 90s.
Yeah, but he might have put out a podcast that nobody knew about.
Oh,
That was his.
like with a voice
Yeah, with the screen voice.
Screen voice, is that what they're called in the industry?
Scream, the movie.
Oh yeah, Scream, like where he
No, they're doing a
chases the
remake of
girl,
that, too.
like where he chases the girl and stabs her and stuff.
Yeah,
that
with
movie.
the mask. The
Dude,
ghost mask.
You got to admit that ghost mask was pretty cool. Did it exist before the Scream movies?
I don't think so.
Because when he's wearing that in the movie,
No, it's probably still one of the biggest sellers.
nobody would. Oh yeah, I bet you anything.
Wes
It's
Craven.
still selling this.
If there's one thing
Halloween.
Wes Craven knows, it's horror movies.
Yeah, but like nobody watching Scream ever thought it was anything other than a dude in a Halloween costume.
Nobody
And
watching Scream would ever think that they would keep making them over and over and over again.
That's true.
Like, the first one was very good. Second one was okay at best. But
And
think of the
then-
cast. The fucking Matthew Lillard, Jamie Kennedy,
You're saying Jamie Kennedy
the
like
chick
that's
that got raped by Harvey Weinstein, and dated Rose McGowan,
okay.
Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, fucking
Yeah, whatever happened to
Liev
David Arquette?
Shriver.
Was that
Schreiber, that might be Austrian. Maybe I'm Deontay Schreiber.
I don't think that's Austrian. I
Well,
think
then
that's,
I'm
like,
okay.
Kennedy.
It's back to Deontay Hitler. Fuck you.
Deontay Schreiber. This isn't Build-A-Bear
Dude,
Workshop
Liev
with fucking
Schreiber-
identities,
But Liev
John.
Schreiber ended up being a big fucking dude.
I'm just going to dead name you out of the privilege of being your brother. And, like, you're just going to have to deal with that. Because you're treating this show like fucking Build-A-Bear Workshop for your fucking identity crisis. and I don't like it. It's bothering me, and I can't keep up. Deontay, Shablidrius, or Alizamon. I don't know. You got a new nickname last week you were a deity. I can't keep up.
Alaikum.
And you're so fluid, you just slip right back in, and they all sound like my brother John.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Fluidity is the key these days. Like, dude, I'm trying to survive out here.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what do you want me to just stay myself?
Yeah.
A generic white dude? With a Chevy in the driveway and a fucking
Yard full of dogs.
Fire pit in the back. Fucking.
That's what you are.
How lame is that?
That's your life. That's your real life. You earned that life. Why aren't you just happy with it for what it is? Like me, look at me.
I'm not trying to be happy. I'm trying to survive.
John, let me make a point.
I don't want them at my door with pitchforks and fucking bales of hay lit on fire like fucking Frankenstein did.
Well, this neighborhood, while it's not a gated community, it's relatively safe. But let me make this simple point to you. Take me, for instance. I'm a guy living in a shed for a year, right? Then out of nowhere, I get a phone call from my cousin, hey, become super rich. That doesn't last forever. So I'm hanging around town, kind of living on nothing in a camper, with no power, no electricity. And in the middle of the night, I get a pain in my stomach, sharp pain. So I go inside the warehouse where I know there's some clean drinking water. I go in there to get a bottle of that clean drinking water. And on my way to the refrigerator, I throw up 1.5 gallons of blood because I'd been developing an ulcer in my stomach that I was completely unaware of, and it burst on me while I was asleep.
Did you go to the doctor?
No, I've had it happen before. I just know you got to stay away from certain things dietarily after that happens. That's why I've cut out hard liquor, cut out citrus, tomatoes, lots of things. But
At some point, did somebody cut out half of your brain for that?
No. Listen, what I'm saying is you get
you
the
need
life.
To go to a med check or something.
You get the life you earn, and you should be happy with it, no matter what it is. Whether it's a camper next to the railroad tracks where the fucking train drives by 6 times a night and wakes you no matter how soundly you're sleeping, or if you have a nice suburban home with some dogs and a Chevy in the driveway and a fire pit in the backyard, huge ass TV that you got a picture of yourself up on right now. Be happy with whatever life you earned, because we all earn our lives. The only people who didn't earn their life are people who usually are incapable for one reason or another. And I'm not going to go into all the different reasons people can be incapable of earning their life. But you and I, as competent men, and here, catch me on my chauvinism, have earned our lives. And we have the lives that we both have lives to be proud of, Here's the thing. Are you making a living? And real easy way to tell, are you alive? Because if you're not making a living, then you're dead. That'll kill you.
All right, Brody Stevens.
Think about it. Think about it, bro.
That's not Brody
Stevens.
Yeah, that is Brody
That's
Stevens.
not Brody Stevens.
Yes, it is.
He had a joke. Fucking fuck you. That's my idea.
No, he fucking said that.
Oh, wow.
I've heard it on many podcasts.
Well, I never heard the guy talk about anything other than being in The Hangover. So,
I think Hassan and Derek talked about him saying that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
maybe
Bert.
The guy's a brilliant comedian, by all accounts.
No, he killed himself though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably gotta do the same thing. Like, doesn't mean I can't be happy with my life here and now.
I'm happy with my life. I'm just changing my identity so I don't get murdered for being me.
Well, I think you're sounding a little paranoid there, pal.
I want to sound like an ally, my guy.
Yeah, but why not just be one, like I am? You know,
Well-
like sure, every now and then they go, "You're not an ally. You're not an ally. Look at your haircut. Look at you're too fat in the middle
Yeah.
to be our ally. We don't want big ugly fat men with ugly white skin and pink pimples all over it. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want
No,
you.
Keith.
Sure, that happens sometimes, but I go, hey, I'm an ally anyway.
I don't change my identity every week because I'm not happy with myself.
Oh. Is it like a personal protest or something like that? Like some kind of...
To point out how ridiculous it is that anybody can change anything about themselves at the drop of a hat.
Yeah. Without actually changing at all. Like kind of like how I change religions at the drop of a hat or...
That's all fake.
Change diets and then continue to eat like shit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about people being transgender or whatever, but I don't think you can just say everybody just wants to add more and more labels on themselves but you want to be inclusive. You're just making everything more exclusive.
Yeah, like how I have to exclude tomatoes and hard alcohol,
if you want
lemons from my diet so that my stomach doesn't hurt because it's got an open wound in it.
If you're a man that wants to be a woman, then you call yourself a woman. If you're a woman that wants to be a man, you call yourself a man. I'm going to call you whatever makes you comfortable and whatever makes you feel good, but I'm not fucking changing my vocabulary to add in G's and Zers and Zims
and the unicorn people and the
that's what I mean.
People who were inspired by Tiger King and now identify as Joe.
If you can do that, then I can be fucking Neil fucking Armstrong. I walked on the moon, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can be if you can be anybody you want to be, I can be anybody I want to be. I can be fucking what's his name?
Who?
Gil Goins, dude. I can be the fucking dude that calls the fucking mothership down, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I can be in Houston fucking jamming out with the fucking Parliament Funkadelic.
Yeah. If you don't know, Gil Goins was the guy who brings down the mothership from P-Funk.
And I would love to be that guy for one night.
Yeah.
Believe that shit?
Yeah. John has kind of an obsession with this particular concert that P-Funk did in Houston in like 1976, I think it was. 78.
The whole tour.
Yeah. So he just wishes he was part of that tour.
Fuck yeah, those motherfuckers.
But if you were gonna be
some shit.
But if you were gonna be anybody from P-Funk in 76, you're picking Gil Goins. You're not picking Gary Scheider. What's more free than being on 5 hits of acid in front of 5,000 people in a fucking diaper, shredding a fucking guitar?
He was the youngest, though, but he died. He fucking died like 2 or 3 years later.
Gil did. Yeah, not Gary.
But,
Gary lived a lot longer, as you could learn from season 1 of When It Rains It Pours.
I don't know. It would be cool just to be him because he didn't give a fuck about money. He wasn't old like the rest of them, and
yeah, he was just.
I mean, none of them were old, but
be playing.
He was the youngest dude. He's just fucking. It's just a party, and he ain't making money because Lord knows George knew how to scam some motherfuckers.
Yeah,
but dude, what kind of life is that? And that's the biggest part of every show.
Yeah.
It's him being featured singing. And he's playing guitar the whole fucking show.
Well, John, I think, but it's the spirit of the experience that you envy so much.
Anybody could want to be something different. Just admire what's different. And if you can...
you don't always get to take things with you. They don't always get to become
that's
you.
Why I don't like it either is the cultural appropriation shit. Because you can't be that thing that you admire, but you can still take reference from it and take knowledge from it
Yeah, enjoy it
and grow from it.
Yeah.
That's
Incorporate
the
it into
point
yourself. That's the point of expression, is for other people to receive it.
Well,
you know?
Well, why would you not want me to admire and appreciate all these great things from other people? But, like, dude, I'm not saying you fucking go out and
Dressed like the samurai, like fucking John Belushi on SNL back in the day. Like, all the time I'm dressed up like a samurai with a big ridiculous. But I'm saying it was then. But I'm saying if you, just because you like samurais and stuff, you shouldn't dress like that and go to Meijer. Dress like that and go to.
I'm saying, like, people that get on white girls for wearing
the kimono dress.
Asian dresses to prom and shit.
Which, are we all still allowed to wear kimonos as robes in our houses?
So if I go to Benihana, I have to use a fork. I can't use chopsticks because I am able to use chopsticks.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to get to that point where you can't even eat a taco if you're white or black or whatever. You can only eat what you're.
You know,
it's just, how far can you go?
Yeah, look at this pinche widow over here buying a burrito from the burrito stand. You know, if that's the direction that this identity politics thing's going in, well then I don't stand with that at all. That sucks. We all got to mix it all up like a big old salad.
If the best taco stand,
or like a gumbo,
if the best taco stand on the street is owned by two white boys, that's where I'm gonna eat. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if it's the best one.
Whoever does it the best, dude. If it's, white guys doing barbecue, or black guys doing Mexican, or black guys doing Korean barbecue.
Or, like I had today,
anybody can
Mexican people making Chinese food.
Yeah.
You know, because my solution to, like, having been putting myself on this restricted diet, because, like, when I threw up all that blood, dude, I don't know if you know this, and this is probably.
You need to go to a fucking med check at least or something.
Well, I'm gonna go get my vaccine on Monday. That's at a med check or whatever.
Just some nitro pill or something.
I don't know about that. That's for, like, heart arrhythmia.
There's some kind of pill for fucking ulcers.
But I know that, like, if people out there, like, if you ever think you might be able to, like, kill someone and they're, like, in like a big bloody violent scene and clean it up, like, blood is super hard to clean. Like, I don't know. Like, this was best case scenario, okay? I'm throwing up blood onto.
You got blood splatter off of your hand from a fucking plastic fan.
And that was a bitch to clean, but nothing like this. This is like a gallon of blood. Like, I just threw it up all over the fucking. And it was, but best case scenario, concrete floor. I mean, straight up smooth slab of concrete. It took me probably 30 minutes solid of going straight Swearingen on that motherfucker. Like, really getting in there. First, I did a full soak, half a paper towel roll, got it all up. But then just, like, trying to get that blood stain off of the concrete, and it's still there. Like, there's still a noticeable stain from my blood in the warehouse. But if, like, I'm just kind of, like, trying to, I got it up as best I could. But, like, if you think you're going to have, like, a spotless crime scene and, like, get away with killing someone or stabbing someone to death or anything like that, don't let your rage and your watching of television get your fucking brain twisted.
That's why you
because
just
getting up
find
that blood,
a piece of wood and beat them to death, or strangle
somewhere outside,
strangle
maybe
them with your bare hands.
Somewhere outside, or strangle.
There's plenty of ways to kill people with no blood. I've never killed a homeless person in my life. I swear to God.
Oh man. They're going to have no idea why I'm calling this the $100 podcast. Like, fucking, this is ridiculous. We got pretty philosophical.
Let's talk about something funny, because you're fucking
I'm just saying, cleaning up all that blood.
Gross shit, and I'm talking about how
You wish you were a member of P-Funk from the 70s, John.
Yeah.
I don't give you shit for what you want to talk about on here. I just thought the people ought to know how hard it is to clean up fucking blood. Like, because it's really fucking hard.
It's
Like, if you're
real
talking
easy
like
to
a
go to the
gallon.
med check and get checked out.
Look, I had some Tums. I ate my Tums. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've had the same thing happen before, okay? Here's what happened, right?
Oh, you need to go to the doctor.
I was doing a little too much dancing and drinking hard liquor, okay? I was going out. I was playing the jukebox. I was boogieing.
That's gay.
And I was doing a lot of shots. And then,
boot,
like,
scoot, and boogie.
couple nights of that. No, I danced all kinds of music, John. You don't know me when it comes to the dancing. It's not like we...
I know you're
going to
be breathing hard after step 2 or 3.
Yeah. Well, for some reason, like, my brain will forget I'm out of shape if the music's right. So, much like when I saw P-Funk the first time my ulcer burst back in 2012, 2013, when they came to Military Park, and everybody in the park danced for 3 hours straight. Like, not one person sat down through the entire concert. And then I left the concert and threw up blood all over the steps of the art college there at IUPUI, the art school. And I was like, well, somebody should do something about this. But then again, they'll probably be inspired by it or whatever. So I like walked away, got out of there. But basically what happens is your drinking comes to a point and you got to take a fucking break off the hard shit if you get these ulcers. Because but that's what, 8 years ago? 9 years ago? I was just barely a comedian even at that point in time. So that's a long time to have gone without it. It's not like it's a problem I've had a bunch of times.
I don't think because drinking is causing your ulcers.
You don't think so? What do you think it is then?
I never threw up blood.
Stress?
Who knows?
I mean, I can't imagine what I'd be stressed from.
I mean, when's the last time you've been to the doctor? Fucking 9 years ago?
Probably 6 years ago. I went to the hospital a couple times. But that's not really getting like a checkup. You know, that's like, I had a viral infection and went deaf.
Have several issues going on.
Well, you know, hey, one step at a time. No more hard liquor. Go to the occasional strip mall Chinese restaurant and get unlimited sushi.
Eat sushi from a fucking buffet.
Yeah, and cucumbers. And
that's gonna be good for your stomach.
Drink beer instead of vodka and Jägermeister. I should be tip top in no time. Don't you think?
It isn't ironic.
Huh?
Don't you think?
Oh, is that a song? Is that like a... Who was that? Alanis Morissette?
Canadian. Like a
God.
motherfucker.
Like you.
Yeah.
But she was God the movie.
Oh, Kevin Smith movie, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie, dude. George Carlin?
Awesome.
You don't care for Dogma?
It's
Not
all
your
right.
cup of tea?
It's all right.
Comedies with a point.
It's no Clerks.
Well, what did you want to talk about? You don't want to talk about my... nobody wants to talk about my fucking ulcer anymore. But that's like, what's going on with me, you know? Living at the warehouse, throwing up blood.
I told you fucking go see a fucking medical person.
Well, I'm going to go see a doctor.
Getting a shot at a fucking pharmacy is not seeing a doctor, you idiot.
Okay, you might be right about that.
Well, Monday I'm getting my Johnson & Johnson, the worst vaccine.
It's not the worst one, it's the best one. It's the one and done.
Yeah, it's only like, dude, after 6 months or 7 months, mine's still as good as yours is right away.
I don't know what that means. I thought that I was getting the Johnson & Johnson one, so I don't have to get any more shots.
As long as you can do what you want to do whatever.
Well, I'm just saying,
No,
like,
no.
the only reason I'm
Just get
getting
a
the
booster.
shot is so I can go to the places. Like, I'm not afraid that the disease is going to take me out. So, but I'm getting it because there are places
Yeah, it's not
where
like-
if you don't have your shot, they won't let you in the place.
It's not like you have other factors that what do they call them, comorbidities.
I don't know that word.
Yeah, it's stuff that makes COVID worse. Comorbidities, like being overweight,
Smoker.
smoker, puking blood. I mean, all these things pretty much say you're not very healthy at all. So
I don't know what I got to do. Like, I've been eating
Just
pretty
get-
much pescatarian.
get one of those shots and
I mean, I had chicken last night, but like, it was chicken and shrimp, you know? And I was like, well, if I tell them no chicken sub shrimp, they're going to charge me $1.50 and only give me like 2 more shrimps, you know? So I'll just leave the chicken there and I won't eat as much of it. So I'm pretty much pescatarian.
as far as what?
Like, since my ulcer
Ordering
burst.
from where?
The Mexican restaurant Los Amigos.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any difference at all.
Grilled shrimp and chicken isn't a healthy meal.
Neither one of those is going to be different reacting. They're covered in adobe sauce and chipotle and all this shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I thought, go get some grilled
You're like,
shrimp.
I don't want citrus or...
I didn't need any salsa. I got guacamole.
Yeah, because that doesn't have any fucking cilantro in it or seasonings.
Well, I didn't know it was seasonings that's bad for an ulcer. I thought it was like the fucking citric acid from tomatoes and
Anything spicy or
and
peppery.
hard liquor, because it's like got so much alcohol
Well, that's
content.
why you might want to just go to like a med tech or a minute clinic and at least talk to them if you won't go see a real doctor. But
I should go see Cletus Klump, you know. Give me one of those pills, make me no longer comorbid. Comorbidity be comorbidly obese.
yeah,
Oh man.
interesting.
Yeah, realign my genetic, just go all Shelly on your ass and like.
It's sad that I'm gonna outlive you.
It's not sad. You get the life you earn. You know what I mean? You make the decisions in your life that put you in the places that you are. That's how it works. We make choices. You know? I'm happy with the ones I've made.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
What is that? Who did that? Choices.
George Jones had a song called Choices.
No.
We make a lot of choices. Now,
rap-
I'm not
rap
saying
album.
there aren't outside factors that factor into where people end up in life. You know, but you can make change in your own life, and I think I've exercised my will a great deal. To paraphrase Nietzsche, I've imposed my will a fair deal in my time of existence, and I am on a plane that I'm good with. I'm comfortable
3-6
with.
Mafia.
3-6 Mafia.
It's from their movie.
They had a movie?
Yeah, it was dope.
What's the name of their movie?
Choices.
Oh, dude, we got to watch that.
Dude, I have one. I own it.
You own it?
I think so. It should be in that box that I gave you.
Oh, we'll check the box of DVDs
It's got a good
as soon as I
song
get back to
with
the camp.
Ludacris and Fat Pat.
Yeah, Fat Pat, don't turn around.
It's a
Hair
this
trigger down
badass
bust,
song
don't
with
make a sound.
Ludacris and Fat Pat called "This Bitch." This bitch, that hoe, get that fucking pussy, hoe, make that fucking pussy, hoe, make that fucking pussy.
Okay.
Something like that.
Sounds
Something like a great song. It's awesome. Ludacris.
You know,
Ludacris's flow is tight on it.
I will tell you, John, now that I'm about to be fully vaxxed.
Play it.
Okay, you can play. Don't play copywritten stuff on the show.
Why? Are they going to take us down?
Well, they'll probably cut out the audio for that period of time that it's playing. I don't think they'll take us down.
I don't think they'll do that because we only get like
so many views a week.
Under 100 views.
Yeah, usually under 100.
I just want to play it. It's fucking tight.
Well, let's listen to it after the show. Let's talk.
All right.
Because what I was going to say was like,
make it fucking wet. Ho, make it fucking wet.
Yeah. I mean, I can dig that shit.
Ho, let me see that pussy, bitch. Ludicrous. It's fucking tight.
Yeah. So
it's back. This is back.
What is Choices even about?
It's about DJ Paul's walking around drinking a baby bottle full of lean, and DJ Paul's walking around with a towel over his weird hand, and I don't know. They just fucking sell cocaine, and
there's no real plot to it.
People get killed.
Yeah,
it's like
kind of a day in the life.
It's like a 3-6 Mafia ripoff of Scarface, but very low budget and very poorly made, and
doesn't have that.
But just that song with Fat Pat and Ludacris makes the whole movie.
Is Ludacris in the movie?
No.
You know, because he was probably doing like fucking. What was that movie? U-Turn.
He's too busy getting
Crash.
Beat up by fucking that retard. Fucking what's his name?
Who does he get beat up by?
I don't know. That actor that thought he brought up math, made his own math from the 3-6 Mafia movie when they won the Oscar. Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah, that dumb.
Oh yeah, he does get beat the fuck up in that movie, dude.
Yeah.
When he puts that fucking
because he
pissed on his demo.
He has a tape. He still has a fucking actual
He's like, you
tape.
gotta listen to my tape. And this motherfucker throws it in the toilet and pisses all over it.
Yeah.
And he fucking... Oh, that's so funny. God,
I'm on Ludacris' side on that, though.
Yeah, like, I'm on Ludacris' side.
I would have just thrown it against the wall.
Okay.
Or like slapped it.
At the end of the movie Hustle and Flow.
That movie sucked,
fucking,
by the way. It's
Terrence
so
Howard goes into a bathroom where this
believe
rapper
that
who he
it
gave
won
his
any
tape
awards
to.
For anything.
Dude, people love that movie. But when you think about it from Ludacris's perspective, Ludacris plays a big-time rapper who this guy who's been working his ass off to try to stop. Yeah,
this idiot Terrence Howard.
This idiot Terrence Howard.
Who plays an idiot in the movie.
And it's like...
That's why he did so well, because he's basically playing himself. Just a stupid person.
He gives him this tape, and the rapper goes to the bathroom, and instead of putting it in his pocket, he throws it in the toilet and pisses all in the toilet. But he's all fucked up, drunk, or on lean or whatever, and he fucking passes out in the bathroom.
No, they were on lean and Choices.
Okay. Well, he's fucked up at this bar, and he pisses all over this guy's demo tape, and the guy comes in, and he sees him there.
I love that Juicy J drinks out of a baby bottle.
Yeah.
I love that.
I like that, too. It's very endearing. I liked when the guy in the wheelchair had the pacifier in his mouth all through Boys in the Hood.
It's like, dude, he had to be like, well, DJ Paul's always got this towel on his arm and shit, so I need my prop. I'm going to fucking drink shit out of a baby bottle all the time.
But the thing is, like, imagine you're like somebody who worked their ass off to become a successful rapper, and you've got some...
I don't have to imagine it. I've done it many times. Search the names that I've used on this podcast. I'm sure there's been a couple rappers.
So, and some greasy, sleazy pimp, some gutter pimp whose hoe looked rough as fuck.
Yeah, with
you know what I'm saying? like
with
full
like a
blown
fucking
AIDS.
Spanish mustache.
Yeah, comes up to
Looking
you
like
and is
a
like,
weirdo.
listen to my cassette tape. I made it myself, you know? And
Yeah.
yeah, I throw in the toilet, piss on that shit. I
Anthony Anderson, of course, is on the bad side. Your side.
Well,
Of Terrence Howard.
that might be one of his worst roles. He's not as funny in that as he is in, like, say, his classic
I
breakout
wish they would have
smash,
had a
Friday.
sequel to Hustle and
Or not
Flow.
Friday, Barbershop.
I wish
One
they
of the
would have
best.
had a sequel to Hustle and Flow called Drive By, where it was just Ludacris and all his bodyguards just kill Terrence Howard and all of his friends and all of his whores and hookers.
Yeah,
Would that be funny?
I get where Luda was coming from, is all I'm saying. I just understand.
Yeah, I would have pissed on that shit.
Like, pissed all over that guy's dreams. But the movie has you
Just
so
throw
on
it
this
on the
pimp
ground or
side.
throw it in the trash. You don't got to piss on it.
Why the fuck not?
That's
Like,
just extra work.
it's just like he's like, I don't even want this in my pocket anymore.
Like,
Throw it in the toilet.
Unless you do it in front of his face, it's not really.
Pissed all over his dreams, dude. And then he gets the motherfuck beat out of him.
Yeah, he gets beat the fuck up.
He gets beat down. Like, he puts the fucking cassette tape in his mouth and then, like, breaks his jaw with
I
it.
can't remember
or some
if
shit.
Choices comes out after that or not. Maybe that's
You would
why.
think so, because that would probably be like
That's
what
why
they got
let-
to do because
put
they
Luda
killed it so
on
hard
3
with
6
Hustle and
Mafias.
Flow. But I mean, the guys who made that movie are fucking pinche weirdos. So, you
Then
know,
they
were they
had the
culturally
fucking-
appropriating by making one of the fucking
Then they
coolest
had the
movies
fucking
about
dorky ass white dude.
yeah, DJ Qualls.
Yeah.
The-
From Road Trip
Yeah,
and Breaking Bad.
he's all right. He was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he played the DEA guy or whatever
Yeah, he's the
that busted.
narc.
What's his name? Rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
No, not Rabbit.
No.
Badger.
Badger. Skinny Pete.
No, Skinny Pete, not Skinny Pete.
The other one.
Badger, the white
Okay,
dude.
the big fat guy.
He's
He's like the
not that
fattest
fat.
tweaker I've ever seen.
Dude. He's the first person that I've ever heard you call fat.
Well, I mean, he's like too fat to be a tweaker.
He's
Like, there's no
not
question.
even close to as fat as you are.
I know, but I'm not a tweaker. So it's like, and I'm not playing a tweaker on TV 100 pounds heavier than a fucking
He
tweaker
was a
would be.
dealer. He wasn't a tweaker.
I thought he was getting high with Jesse all the time.
Oh, they get high, but that doesn't make him a tweaker.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of people who keep their meth habit under control.
He wasn't high when he was selling to that dude.
That's true.
He was keeping the shit under control because he was making that cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese? Was that what you were trying to do? I don't know.
Yeah, cheddar cheese.
Oh,
Man.
cheddar cheese. I got like a tick now.
You'll get there.
I don't know. So, do you think that they'll like have to operate? On
Dude,
my
what
stomach?
about fucking on you?
Yeah, because of my ulcer or whatever.
No, they're gonna give you some fucking medicine to fucking help, and they'll tell you They'll definitely tell you don't go to fucking sushi buffets, and off
It was
just off of the fucking mall.
$15.
Like, dude, you can go to Benihana and eat sushi, but don't eat it out of the fucking under the heat lamps.
They didn't have any heat lamps.
Yeah,
over this
well,
shit. It had regular lamps.
That's what you say.
I'm just saying, like, they were, look, everything else was under a heat lamp at this place. So I know what you're talking about. But all I was trying to do was get some cheap sushi. But hey, when I saw it was suspect, I passed. And I ate boiled shrimp and grilled shrimp and cucumber slices. A little salt on the cucumber, but not much. Not a ton.
Yeah, and what did you have yesterday? Some kind of Mexican shit?
Yeah, I had the arroz con pollo con queso with shrimp.
It's no good.
But I didn't eat any of the rice. because I'm trying to watch the
Yeah.
carbs.
Oh yeah, because that's what's gonna.
Well, I'm trying to.
The
rice had a lot of spices in it. You know.
That's what's gonna mess up your stomach, not the fucking seasoned fucking cheese and beef and shrimp or whatever the fuck.
Chicken and shrimp, but like I said,
okay.
I didn't
don't
finish
speak
the
Spanish.
chicken, and I didn't. But the rice, I mean, that shit's. I mean, that's some spicy rice.
Shouldn't be going to sushi restaurants or.
So just boiled vegetables and like broth in a can. What do you want me to eat, John? Tell me.
Just grilled chicken with very little seasoning.
Well, that's what I usually go get from Applebee's.
Or steak. Just don't.
But I wanted some guacamole last night. I thought the guacamole would feel good on my
Guacamole's not
stomach.
good, man.
No, that's no good.
No,
even if it's a mostly
It
avocado.
doesn't have like pico de gallo and all that shit in it.
No, it's almost all avocado.
It's still
Theirs
gonna
is
have
very-
seasoning and cilantro and all that shit in it.
It has a little cilantro, a little onion.
Yeah.
Is onion bad for the ulcer?
You don't even know that you got an ulcer. You're self-diagnosing this shit.
Dude, it's the
You
only
haven't
other.
been to the doctor
I had
in 6
one.
years.
I had one the last time I threw up a gallon of blood.
I don't know.
And I haven't had any problems since I made
I'm
the
getting
same
ready
changes.
to call the ambulance right now on your ass. And you'll pay for it.
Well, you want to call it?
Don't watch this episode, Dad. I'm gonna be worried about you.